like it.
Well, beautiful people, best damn nation. It is Wednesday, and you know what time it is. It is the Best Damn Wrestling Podcast. I am your humble host, Brown Renegade, and with me, I have the best damn crew. First of all, I have to introduce to you the Brownsville Bully. He is the green-eyed bandit. On a dark night in a dark alley, he can either save your life or whoop your ass. Mm-hmm. He's your mama's favorite wrestler, and he can beat your daddy ass. Mr. Everything is no more. Please introduce yourself, Mr. Roosevelt.
Oh, absolutely. My name is Roosevelt, and if you watched the show this past Sunday, you know I can whoop your daddy's ass. Because I beat that man's ass up and down that daggone ring for a whole hour. And you know what I did after that? I did some wrestling training. You know what I did after that? I went and did a 2-mile walk. You know what I did after that? I had me some milk cookies, okay? Because that's what I do. I whoop asses, and I don't even take the names. I just go get some cookies and milk. That's what I do.
Oh, man, listen. Our lives have just gotten cooler. We have two certified legends in the making in the building. Mr. Everything, Roosevelt, please introduce our esteemed guest.
Absolutely. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you are not listening to the radio today, then you are missing out on an amazing artist that we have here with us in the building on the show. Man, listen, a little background with these gentlemen. I follow them. I listen to their music. I'm good friends with a good friend of theirs, Jimmy H. And he dropped a joint on Instagram. And I was like, yo, that's music. What you're hearing on the radio and all that, that ain't it. What they're doing today, that's it. That's the real sound. That's Brooklyn. That's all day. That's hip hop. That's music. That's what we need on the radio today. And we get the opportunity to have them in the building with us. My man, Fire Monday, the homeboy, the homie producer plug-in. Yo, I want to introduce you guys to the MuddBrothers.
Salutations.
What up?
Peace. What up, everybody? Thank you for having us on your show.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we appreciate the look and the love. And we just doing what we do. Hopefully people like it. I'm glad y'all feel it, man.
Oh yeah, for sure.
When Jimmy dropped it, I was like, yo, that joint is hot. And he hit me up. He said, yo, use it as your entrance. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. He was for real. I said, oh, he was for real. Okay. So go ahead, Brian. What you got?
Yeah, just to give a little bit of a taste with this collaboration between the MuddBrothers and Roosevelt, please let this bless your eardrums.
Hell, welcome to the Terror Dome. You should be heading home, cause you could bring all of your ninjas and the Technodrome. I rip right through your flesh and bone and mental capacity. Flood your mind with atrocities and copious tragedies. This dark Sabbath is a lesson in street. The whole church of the ghetto feel the words when I preach. Amen. Let the Lord say a prayer for these niggas, that they don't end up in front of someone banging their trigger. Living life like a war pig. Fuck the law, I'm getting mine. Let the others figure what the cost is. Purchasing the fortress on gorgeous acres enormous. Car park full of foreigners and women just waiting on us. We living the dream. Y'all living like hell is earthbound. We are not the same. You've been a lame since birth, pal. I don't feel sorry. I recommend they go dirt bound. Doggy dog world, and you've been looking like Chuck Brown.
That's hip hop. If you have not ever heard hip hop in your life, that is hip hop. You understand me?
Yeah. Look, can y'all understand why this collaboration was so befitting? Okay, just a little insight. So I did steal their video. I did steal the video, and I put it.
That's cool. You just
My
said it.
stuff
That's cool.
and their stuff, and I was like, you know what? Let me combine. Let me show them how Voltron works around there. You know what I'm saying? Put all the lines together and make Voltron. That's what we did right there, man. I'm excited about our collaboration.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. And just to put this out there, man, this is bucket list for me, man. I always wanted to do a wrestler's theme. Like I've actually ventured into this territory before. It didn't really work out. You know, the guy didn't like what I was coming up with. He said it wasn't finished character, which is cool, which is fine. I get it. I love pro wrestling, so I get it. You know, so I'm just glad that this was able to happen, man. And you appreciate the joint, and I appreciate everything that you're doing for it, man.
Absolutely, absolutely. So let's get right into it real quick. So what motivated this joint? Like what was the mindset behind putting this joint together?
Pretty much finding a way to not waste this Ozzy Osbourne sample. That's for one. So I didn't want to get too intricate to it because it's already like a well-known song with a well-known theme. So it's like, okay, how can I put my little spin on it and still kind of include it? This is why I had the bars towards War Pig and so on and so forth, because it's a big record. Like this record will probably never be as big as that record. So, you know, I'm not one of those dudes that's going to act like that wasn't a big record before, like today's music is now. Everything is a sample from a record that was just hot maybe as recent as 10 years ago. So I'm not going to act like that. The song didn't exist. I'm going to pay homage to Ozzy, but I'm going to do my thing at the same time. And that's how that came about.
Absolutely.
And the cool thing about it is that I made me and my boy Trust, we sampled the same part, same elements, and I gave it to him, and then he told me like, yo, you know, he said like, yo, you know that like Jimmy Age sent me like kind of the same joint. I'm like, let me hear it, and I'm like, ooh, that sounds way better. Right?
Talk your shit. I said way better.
Yeah, that sounds way better.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
for
man,
me,
that's like the thing what makes the partnership between me and Plug work is that we doing this with no egos, man. If something ain't it, we don't hold back. It's like, bro, those bars, that wasn't it, or that beat wasn't it, because we trying to have fun, but at the same token, we trying to put quality out there, because we not bums at this. So, and we just not gonna put anything out there. If it's not right, it's not right. I think that's going away with music too. People are going right from the studio straight to Spotify. They don't even care if it's garbage. It's out there. And we need more gatekeepers. I don't care what nobody say. We need gatekeepers in everything. We need people to quality control everything. Like, everything sucks to me right now. Music, movies. Like, I would say one of the bright spots right now is pro wrestling. Pro wrestling is entertaining as hell right now, depending on, where you into it right now. If you're a WWE dude, AEW dude, or whatever. It's fun again. It was a long time it wasn't fun because there wasn't no gatekeepers. Everybody was getting a slot doing this. Everybody had the belt. Belts was hot potato all around. And it made for garbage product. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? What they just did with Roman Reigns, come on, man. You can't be beat. Cody ain't finna beat that. Like, I love Cody Rhodes, but come on, man. You're not finna do nothing better than that just now. Like, you're not. So I think we just need some more quality control and entertainment, man. We need more gatekeepers. We need more people that we can look to. And everybody got to stop this kumbaya shit that we on. Everybody just want to be pals and shit. It's like, no, something sucks. We can't say that. We can't never have that opinion about something, that something is bad.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm probably going to get crucified in your comments for some of the shit that come out my face. But I really don't like nothing, yo. Everything sucks to me. Star Wars, everything sucks to me.
Let me ask you
There's
a
no
question, because
quality
you
control.
mentioned something a few minutes ago about gatekeepers in hip hop, right? And I think that if hip hop really had a core group of gatekeepers or a group of quality control artists, then the direction of the music would be, I think, would be better, and it would have more impact, right?
For
Who
sure.
would you put on a panel, like a 4-person panel for hip hop? And producer plug, I'm gonna ask you the same thing for producers. Who would y'all put in charge of controlling the quality of music for hip hop? For artists.
Me personally, I think if it's going to be 4 people, I would say from all 4 regions, one from each of the best from each region. Like who's the hottest in LA right now? Obviously Kendrick Lamar. Then you got the Midwest. Who's that? Who would we say was that? I don't know. I don't be paying attention to these dudes that much, but like, you know what I'm saying? But you know what I mean. The
Yeah.
best from each region: East, West, South, Midwest. There you go. Whoever you would consider the best from each region that can actually rap, and they not Soldier Boy. They not just putting noise out there. You
Mm-hmm.
know, it's a lot of noise out there. It's like this is never what rap was about. Like you can have fun. We have fun records, but it was still quality to that. You know, it was still people actually rapping. It wasn't just chants and I don't know, man. I weep for hip hop. I try not to sound like an old man,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? But sometimes I find myself sounding like I'm a little dated because of the stuff that, you know, like I be hearing the kids listen to. You know, this like New York drill is amazing. It's like, how are they getting away with all of this screaming and all of that? Like not too long ago, you know, I had a conversation with somebody because I like all types of music. Like I was listening to Metallica. And somebody's like, how you listen to all that screaming? And I'm like, what? This don't sound like what these dudes is putting out now all over the place. Even females is screaming all over the record. That like you can't be serious. Like, come on, man. Come on. And that's what I mean. It's like you don't even know what you're talking about. Like they not even doing nothing new. You think it's new, but it's not.
Yeah.
It's just not. Everybody's not doing it. It's not common. You know,
Mm-hmm.
Onyx was screaming on records 30 years ago. But Onyx is not relevant right now. So, you know, nobody coming up don't know who Onyx. We can appreciate Onyx. I can appreciate Onyx, but it's a whole generation that don't. And they coming up with their own stuff that they think is new and it feel fresh to them, but it's not. It's just frustrating to the older generation, you know.
I
But
think
it
we
is
come
what
from
it
that.
is.
I think we all come from that same generation. You know what I'm saying? I'm an '80s baby, so I loved KRS and what he stood for, and then LL Cool J, and then going into the '90s and 2000s, man. Producer plug, man. Give me 4 producers who you think should be the gatekeepers in hip hop.
All right. Yes. East Coast, Large Professor. West Coast, obviously Dre, because he still have guys like Kendrick, uh, Focus. He got a lot of cool producers like that rock with him. That's dope. Uh, Midwest, definitely Young Chop, Young Legend. You know what I mean? Everyone's still doing the drill sound. We talking about drill. That's his sound. Like it's still prevalent to this day. Still using those sonics. And then South, man, South, man. I mean, he's not from the South, but I have to say Bangladesh. I think people kind of rock with that
I
dude.
thought
Kind of
you would
crazy.
go. I thought you would go Timberland with the South.
Nah, I'm going a little bit
Nah,
more.
that's Timbo.
Nah, because
Timbo ain't a bad choice because Timbo has made stars.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Not
So he,
Timbo or Pharrell.
That's what I was going to say.
Nah.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to roll with.
because he
You
has.
see, this is why, like, if y'all could be a fly on the wall, me and him do this all day because, like we respect the same people, but as far as like flavoring, we are vastly different. Like, we are way different, yo. That's why we,
Remember,
that's why the
told
porridge is what it
remember,
is.
that's I told you. For me, Timberland and Pharrell, they're not really hip hop producers. They're like Quincy Jones producers. You know?
Yeah, we had this convo.
I
no,
remember.
They do it
that's
all.
arguable.
They do it
You know
all.
what I'm saying? I see what you mean.
So like
Yeah.
can't stop has that like that hi-hat type of drums, and then when you hear change clothes, it's the same thing. It's like it's Quincy. It's like Quincy. It's like, you know what I mean? Like
But but listen, Pharrell is a thief.
I know.
Okay, let's get into it.
Ooh, let's get into
like,
it, damn it. Let's talk about it.
Like he do his thing. He got his flavor, but a lot of his flavor be somebody else's flavor. This is how you end up getting sued that one time.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying nothing people don't know. They just don't say it. I have an issue with that. Like, my fame is not gonna last long.
It was crazy because Nori said he had the Holla Back Girl first, then before he gave it to Fabulous. So it was like, damn.
Yeah, I heard that. Like, and
that would have been a completely
that's
different
jacked
record,
off the Vanilla Ice flow or some shit.
Yeah.
So if you listen to Ice Baby, it's the same exact flow.
It's the same cadence.
The Fab song. So like, I put that together, and that blew my mind because it's like, oh my God, how did not catch that? Because it's very subtle. It's just seasoning. Like I said, Pharrell got his own shit, but he takes a lot of nigga seasoning to make his own shit.
He knows how to produce.
I'm gonna call a spade a spade. I don't know about everybody else.
Right.
So
real quick, Frau, you mentioned that you guys aren't new to this. You guys, you ain't no greenhorn. So tell us, how long have you been doing it, and what other projects have you done, and what other producers have you worked with, and artists?
Well, shit. Oh, we got another hour.
We got time.
I was in a group when I was a teenager, and I was about maybe 17, 18. So like, my journey starts from there. I was in a group, the Killer Kids. Like, regionally, we made some noise, but we wasn't ever able to get a situation going. From there, I basically just started venturing on my own, putting out my own little mixtapes and things like that. And then I got with Ron Artest, who had a record label, Metal World Peace, goes by now. So did some projects with him, helped him on his projects that he put out. Put out a few mixtapes on his label. And then since then, I've been totally independent. I put out an album all on my own. Just been putting out music here and there whenever I feel inspired or I feel it's necessary to just, put something different in the atmosphere. I'm not attached to anything or anybody, no deals or anything like that. So I could do what I want to do, which is the best type of freedom to have as a musical artist, to be able to do what you want to do when you want to do it. So that's basically it. I could say that journey has been close to 20 years.
Okay.
Is the passion still there for you like it was when you first started?
It is, as far as the crafting of it, but the bullshit that comes with the music, the whole industry is what I'm losing energy for. Like the fake love and hey, how you doing? And I don't even like this dude type shit. Like I'm trying to like, get back to, finding my smile, so to speak. First single off the album, Smile. And this is one of the reasons why I wrote it. Yeah. But for crafting and getting in the studio, that's reflex. Like Plug can tell you, I hit a beat, I'm off. You gotta reel me in. Like, hold on, you going too crazy, son. This beat ain't for that. I was like, oh, okay. But I'm just letting you know the wheels is turning.
Just letting you know, just so you know. Yeah, I got one bacon for you. Oh man, Producer Plug, man, how did you guys end up meeting?
Well, the name of the group is to pay homage to our good friend and mentor Killer Shah. That's how we initially met. He was doing these he wanted me to do a mixtape for him. So I did this mixtape called The Black Eminem. And it was like a pretty good mixtape. Like mad people really receptive in the mixtape. And he was on the mixtape, like, well, we was on like 3-4 times.
A couple,
right?
Couple jumps.
Well, they stole these, right? Right? They stole those, right?
Yeah. So like 3-4 times you're on the mixtape, and then he was always around Killer Shah and like was like working on some stuff and always making music. So when he was doing like mixtapes, he would just come along. And we just never like, we always like never said we were gonna make music with each other. We were just always like good friends, like, oh. So I did my own thing. He started doing like we relinked in LA. Like when we started doing when Meta World Peace won the championship. So he was like, all right, cool. So he was making music, I was bringing beats over. So we was always like working, but it was like nothing that like we did like our own rollout or anything like that. So I think like down the line I called him up one day. It's like, yo, we should just work on like some music. Like I'm gonna start sending you some tracks and just write to them and just send it back to me. There's no timeline. We don't just work freely. Like, so like sending one beat at a time, songs are getting done. And then what really kind of like got us to finish up like a lot of this, just kind of like the reference vocals and the pre-production was COVID. So like a lot of people were scared to come out. And, at the time I was living in Brooklyn, I had a pretty dope apartment. So I had like a studio. People wanted to sleep over, they could sleep in the other room in the front. So, and I had like a backyard. It was a cool like artist environment made for artists. Any artist, like whoever, anyone I'm cool with, just chill in the crib. So he would just come over and we was just knocking out songs. And then I told one of my friends, like, yo, let's shoot a video. I'm gonna direct it. I got all the locations. I got the vision for it. First, and it's this song. It's called Smile. It's like one of my little, it's the funny part. Like I be making beats from like sometimes like through my Spotify. Like I find like I listen to like a lot of loops, a lot of like old music, and then I just loop it. Like if I can make it sound good on my little Spotify or my little Apple Music or whatever, Pandora or whatever I'm using at the time. If I can make the loop sound good, then I'm like, all right, cool. So sometimes I'll just screen record myself, or I just, take pictures of the timestamps, and then I just favor it, and then I just get back to it, And if it's good, then it makes it happen. So I just went back one day. I'm like, oh shoot, this is dope. So I just like hooked it up and sent it to him, and we just knocked it out, A big shout out to my boy Ben Grimm too for engineering a lot of these sessions between me and Monday too. Like,
Absolutely. Let me ask you guys a question, man, because the music industry is steadily evolving, and with the introduction of AI, right, that's changing authenticity in the music, right? Do you feel like the introduction of AI tools if music is going to help or is it going to hurt hip hop? We ask y'all that individually. And since you being the producer, I know that you can see the benefits of it and also see the other side of that as well.
I think me and my boy, we was just talking about Grimes. She did a Coachella set, and what people didn't know that she was using the sync button for all these years. Maybe she's been doing this for 10 years, like doing these big festivals. And Coachella is the biggest festival to date, and her whole set was off because she didn't know how to actually blend or mix a record off your ear, So it's a double-edged sword. Will it help you in the time of need? Yeah, but you need to know you need to have your solid foundation first to then use these other resources, because if those other resources ever don't work, like auto-tune, you're not gonna perform in front of 100,000 because your auto-tune's off, things like that. So it's a double-edged sword. I think it would definitely help, but I feel like the main thing is you having a strong foundation.
Right. Absolutely. Let me ask you the same music as the MC, man. Then you have some apps where they can take somebody's voice and then anybody can write any kind of lyrics to it and make it sound like that artist. And you talked about authenticity in the sound of the types of music from different artists too. How do you feel like an MC that AI is going to change the way that people spit?
I mean, as an MC, I think AI is absolutely deplorable. If you can come up with an app that actually come up with the words for you, that's whack. Like, that goes against rule number one. We already dealing with this ghostwriting issue. Top dudes buying songs left and right. You don't know who wrote what, who's behind this, who's behind that. That's already an issue. So now you're gonna tell me Chat GP just came up with this dude's album? Like, that's like crazy. Like, what am I listening to?
Right.
That takes away basically the heart out of hip hop. You ripping the heart out of hip hop. Period. It's almost out. It's hanging out. It's definitely hanging out his chest right now, but it's not completely ripped out. I mean, just for example, you see the whole back and forth. If you paid attention to that between Drake and Rick Ross and all these dudes is accusing each other of writing for each other. So it's like, come on, dog. Like, so how are y'all even battling if y'all can rhyme like each other? Where's the battle? Where's the competition? Like, this is garbage. And at the end of the day, we all know this is kumbaya. This is all phony beef. Like, J. Cole solidified that for me by bowing out. I was like, oh, this beef is phony. This ain't nothing. This ain't gonna be no competition. And they're not. Nobody's rapping. They're just dissing each other. Like, there's no artistry. There's no craft to it. Like, Hit 'Em Up by Tupac might have been most disrespectful rap record. But there was a certain artistry to that. It was a certain way he did it and presented information. Like, these dudes are just, I don't know.
How do you feel about this?
Going back to it before AI, I don't think AI is good.
You don't think AI is good? Well, you just touched on it a few minutes ago. The Rick Ross, Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole. I don't know. It's not a beef. I don't know what you would call it. I guess it's it's not even really rap beef because J. Cole apologized. How do you feel about this whole thing? And do you think that there's still place in hip hop right now for a battle culture, hip hop battle?
I think there always should have been. Like, they do it in dancehall all the time. They have sound clashes all the time. The issue is, I think, just with it's just with the American culture and how they deal with entertainment. If it ain't the new hot thing, then it's passe. It's not even acceptable anymore. It's just not cool anymore. And we just so flippant with personalities and with brands and things like that. So when it comes to something like hip hop, people don't want to lose what they have because they know the fans is going to look at them different. And we shouldn't have that. I mean, it's like wrestling. Just because the guy lost, you don't throw this guy away. because he lost. Like, for example, because I am a wrestling fan, I'm about to hit y'all. When Booker T lost at WrestleMania to Triple H, that was heartbreaking, yo.
Yeah.
For me, that was heartbreaking because it was like, yo, he was really supposed to win that. What the hell they gonna do with Booker T now? But look at Booker T now. You know, the King Booker, everything he did in TNA, like he was almost better because they didn't throw him away. Because at least the company didn't throw him away. They knew he still had value.
Right.
That goes away in rap. Like I thought the verses was one of the dopest things for the culture. The versus battles, you know, that was dope. Like the Locks killed Dipset. You don't take nothing away from Dipset. That takes nothing away from Dipset. You know?
Yeah.
And whether you agree with me or not, the fact still remains Dipset is still Dipset. Just
Dipset is
because they
still
lost the
Dipset.
verses means nothing. So I think we need more of that. And I think I think the only way to get it is we gotta leave the corporations out the music a little bit. Like these dudes gotta understand what they signing, who's really in control. And you know, you got to make sure that you can position yourself to do things like that when you can do it. Because a lot of these dudes is industry control, they TikTok control, and that's all they worried about. So, you know, if only your likes and views is what you worried about, then that's where the culture is gonna go.
I was going to ask you guys that question, and this is a very complex question because I know that a lot of people have built their livelihoods on hip hop music. Do you feel like the introduction of mass corporation in hip hop damaged the essence of hip hop? I'm gonna come right back to you, File Monday. Let me ask that to producer Plug, man. Do you feel like the introduction of corporations into hip hop ruined hip hop as a whole?
I mean, corporations have been involved since day one, so you gotta look at it like that. You know, they're never not involved. They're always involved. Distribution was always through these guys. You know, especially through Sugar Hill. You know, Sylvia Robinson, the Robinson family. That was all corporate. You know, yeah, they had like their own money, but the distribution was corporate. You know, I mean, Def Jam, you know, it was in the street, but then it got corporate. You know, NWA, you know, it was Turner Broadcast. You know, it was all corporate. Raucous Records is Rupert Murdoch's son or something like that. Corporate. So and these are, you know, these are people don't understand when you look at it. When Run DMC did the Adidas, that's corporate. You know.
Yeah.
When Michael Jackson got his hair sizzled by Pepsi, corporate.
Absolutely. Yeah.
You know, so
For sure, man. I mean, but that's why at the end of the day, I feel like the individual gotta like understand how far in bed he's getting with these corporations, because to a certain extent, we do need corporations. We do. They got all the money and the power. You're not gonna make a move without at least dealing with some type of corporation. So it's up to you to either gonna be respectful to your pocket or you're gonna be respectful to the culture. Usually the pocket always wins. You know, this is why we've had all of these things come to light the way they come into light in 2024 with Diddy and everything with Cat Williams and everything, because all these corporate dudes doing all this crazy nonsense, making these moves, but it's all comes to light at the end of the day. Why? Because y'all want to move with corporations. You know, the corporation was more important. They had you being silly out here. Now you're getting exposed.
Yeah, I can definitely see that. And I think you're right. I think there's a balance between corporation and artistry, right? And I think some of the greats have found some type of a balance between that, whether they're a producer or whether they're a rapper. How do you Where do you feel like, and I'm gonna ask this question to you, Five Monday, where do you feel like your place is in hip hop right now?
I don't think I have much of a place in it. I think anybody that knows who I am and knows what I stand for and knows what I've been through and been trying to do, you know, I think they're probably, you know, I'm more of a pleasant surprise in hip hop. It's like, who is this guy? Why is he so good? And why haven't I heard him before? Like, that's been me my entire career. Where have you been? You know, so I think that'll be my place as one of those guys that's just like, he was out there, he was good, either through not having the right opportunity, the planets not aligning, whatever, you know, his name didn't ascend to certain heights, but I'm good with all that. Like, I'm not bitter. You know, this is all for a reason. Like I said, one of the main reasons why I'm not where some of these dudes is at, because I feel like I can hang with any of these dudes that's out there. Name them, I can hang with. Lyrically, my pen, anybody. So with that being said,
And he
know,
will never apologize on a diss record.
Yeah, I would never do that. Like I would never do that. Like even if I couldn't sleep, I'm standing on that for the culture, because okay, I put it out there. I want to know how he gonna respond to that. I need to know. I'm not gonna sleep at night. Why? Because I'm a fucking rapper, and this is competition. So, you know, that's why I'm like, it's sucker shit. We got motherfuckers jumping in the ring that ain't even had nothing to do with it. This storyline is wild. Where Rick Ross come from? You know, it's like where's all these other dudes coming from? Like, it's like, okay, you know, like my homeboy Starvin B always equated rap to pro wrestling. He's like, yo, this shit is pro wrestling. You got this dude over here, World Star, cutting promo about this dude, and it is. It really is. It really is. Because where the hell did Rick Ross come from?
I was wondering the same thing. You know what I'm saying? I ain't hear him say nothing about lemon peppers or nothing. I ain't hear Kendrick say nothing about no lemon pepper wings, no Maybach. I ain't hear none of that. He just came out of nowhere, left field with it. But do you feel like, as far as hip hop still being competitive, do you feel like there's a place for a competitive hip hop? Because we know that we've lost some absolute legends in the game and some young up and coming rappers due to rap beef. You know what I'm saying?
But this is where I'm going back to the pettiness of the American culture and just hip hop, not even American culture, just hip hop culture. It's just like, why is somebody rapping better than you so offensive that this man has to die? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
It doesn't make sense to me, but it only makes sense when you step outside of the realm of competition and you start getting real personal with it. You start bringing up dead homies, you know, kids, baby moms, all that type of shit. That's the shit right there that we don't need. If it's competition, then out rap this dude. Mm-hmm. If it's beef, keep it on wax. And when you see this man, do what you need to do, because all you doing is telling on yourself. You know what I'm saying? Something happened to Drake tomorrow, you got 5 suspects. Right
straight
now.
Up. Straight 100%.
Right now.
I don't know about that, but you know.
No,
I mean, it ain't gonna get that far. It's not gonna get that far, but you act like these dudes is not going. You don't think they gonna question Rick Ross if something, God bless, though nothing happened to that man. If something happened to Aubrey Graham, they not gonna knock on Rick Ross' door, bro. You know they gonna knock on Rick Ross' door. It's a precedent for it. We lose rappers all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they just gotta cover their bases. That's all they doing. And if Ross don't got nothing to do with it, he ain't got nothing to do with it. You know?
Real
but
quick.
It should never get that far. You know what I'm saying? If I genuinely hate somebody, I'm not gonna sit there and write a verse about this dude. I'll punch this nigga in his face when I see him.
Straight up.
Like, that's it. I'm not wasting no time putting it on the record, letting you know I'm gonna punch you in your face when I see you, so you can have 40 niggas around you when I do see you. Nah, it's not gonna happen. We gonna have a beef. I'm gonna get right up on you close. What up? Come here, let's talk over here.
Right.
Yeah. Real quick,
You know,
so the fam Jimmy Age is on Instagram. He said Drake is a champ, but Kendrick is the real world champ like Ric Flair in '92. And then he also wanted you guys to he wanted to know what was the influence the Killer Shah have from the project.
Oh, I would say that as far as the soundscape is concerned, and the loops, and the production, like, cause Shaw was real heavy, loop heavy type producer, so we made sure to try to incorporate like that type of production on his album. He was not with the, like, Shaw would never rap on like All of the Lights. That is an awesome song from Kanye, but he would never rap on that. He would call that sprinkle dinkle shit. Like, we not rapping on sprinkle dinkle ass, loud ass beats like that, bro. Keeping it hip hop. So I would say that's his influence. We kept this album straight hip hop. There's really no deviations from that. If you don't like hip hop music, you're probably not going to enjoy this album. We'll venture off maybe on the next one. We'll start incorporating different sounds. But for this one, this was for the homie. So we had to keep it like the homie was in the room every time.
Absolutely. Oh, man.
So wrestling. When did you first fall in love with wrestling? When did you become a fan? Like, what match made you say, you know what, this is the thing I'm going to watch? I might want to be when I grow up.
It was my cousins. My cousins used to like come by for the weekend. My older cousins, and they used to watch wrestling. And so I only got sisters. I don't have any brothers. So they would come by, and like my sisters were older, so they would talk with them, and I would hear things. I would pick up things, little names, Tito Santana, Macho Man, little things. So when I was on my own, I used to try to find them, and I used to catch them. Like, what was it? I think it was Superstars or wrestling or something, like every Saturday morning. So once I found it, it was like, this is what my sisters and my cousins was talking about. So I can't remember the first match I ever saw, but the first match that left an impression on me was Hogan and Warrior, WrestleMania. Mm-hmm. Because, another unpopular opinion, I hated the Ultimate Warrior. I think that whole gimmick is goofy as hell. I never liked it. Rest in peace, much respect to Warrior, but I thought that was goofy as hell, and I did not expect that bullshit to beat Hulkamania. So when it did, that shit touched me. And I literally left it alone for a while. And then the whole Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels thing pulled me back in. That pulled me back in. And then they turned to DX, and basically the Attitude Era pulled me back in. And I've been full steam ahead ever since. It's like guilty pleasure for me, straight up.
Yeah.
We've seen a lot of wrestlers really, a lot of rappers really gravitate to wrestling recently. I know at WrestleMania, they had all kind of rappers there, from Lil Wayne performing with Jey Uso. 2 Chainz was in the crowd. You also had T-Pain, who's a huge wrestling fan. Wale, who does the Wale Mania every year. A lot of rappers gravitate to hip hop. I think because of the storytelling, and it's violence, right? But you're telling a story of violence. You know what I'm saying? And I think in a lot of hip hop, you have that correlation where a lot of people do tell the story of violent stories, rather, or stories about love, or stories about anything that they, you know what I'm saying, anything that's going on in society. Have you ever put, before the song that you just made, have you ever put wrestling references in your rap?
All the time. All the time. I got a song where I put some Broken Matt Hardy references in there. I'm trying to remember. I think it was like no one will embrace you after I delete you. Absolute mules get abused for their evils. Like, I'm pretty sure people heard that and was like, "Yo, this dude be playing with words." I totally stole that, like from wrestling. So that's just one reference. I can't think of any more, but I do it all the time. All the time. I pull, like, my lyrics come from the world. So, you know, if I can make it sound good, I'm using it.
Yeah.
Like, so
who was some of your favorites? I know you had mentioned Booker T and some other people like Bret Hart, but who were some of your favorites that you gravitated towards in wrestling?
Pretty much anybody that wasn't too gimmicky, because I got a lot of guys that I like, and they kind of geared towards being actual people, you know, and not so much characters. Those are the kind of wrestlers I like. Like, I'll give you an example. Like, I wasn't really too keen on the Undertaker until American Badass. That might be unpopular, but that was it for me. It was like, okay, this dude's trying to be normal. This makes sense to me.
Yeah.
You know, this makes sense to me. So I like those kind of dudes. Like I like Will Ospreay. I like Bryan Danielson. You know, I like the Steiners, Big Papa Pump before he got too ridiculous. But the Steiner brothers, what? Legion of Doom. You know, pretty much the classic guys. I wasn't into like Repo Man or Doink or you know, these fucking clowns that are just clearly for entertainment. Like I like to. I know it's. I'm not going to use the bad word. I know it's scripted and predetermined, but
thank you.
I want to enjoy it like it's not. And when you come out, you know, and like I really had a hard day with the New Day, with throwing the fucking pancakes and all that shit. It's like, yo, I know you guys are better than this. I know it's like, but to see talent like that, having to do that is like, you know.
Yeah.
Like, it was good that he was a champ, and then they spoiled it with the 9-second loss. It's like, come on, man. Now he's back to twerking and throwing pancakes. I can't stand this dude on my TV. You know, so I don't like those guys. Like right now, I like this who's it, Braun Breaker, Roman Reigns, Adam Cole. I like Kenny Omega. I dig New Japan. I like New Japan a lot. They trying to keep that feel like this shit is real. We are punching, we are kicking each other, we are slamming each other on the neck. I like New Japan.
Yeah.
So I like the hard hitting stuff, I guess. You know?
If your wrestling style, if your rapping style was a wrestler, who would it be?
Chris Benoit.
Oh shit!
All right.
Woo!
All right.
Hey.
Yeah. Technical
Controversy
as hell. Ferocious.
Yeah. Controversy aside, I feel you.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Rest in peace to his family. I guess I have to say he's a piece of shit. He is, you know, but he was one of my favorite wrestlers growing up. It's unfortunate that, you know, his legacy is what it is. But yeah, if I had to model, say my rap style compared to wrestler, I would say him, regardless to what.
Oh man, you might have to make a bar like that. I just saying.
If they let me, like, if the internet don't go batshit, like, oh, this guy said Chris Crispin Noir. Like,
Yeah. you gotta make it so good that they'll skip right by that and they'll be like, damn, that was messed up, but that was a hot bar. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. You gotta want that line.
Man. I try not to let like the world and social media influence me too much. Like it's like I say, if I like it and I make it sound good, I want to be able to say it. You know, it's art, and people are losing that. Back to the corporations, the corporations will help you lose the idea that this is art. You know, and it's just a tool to make money. It's like, nah, like every painting is not to be sold. You know, every poem is not to be spoken. Sometimes it's good on the page. You know, I got a million rhymes that I would never present to anybody just because that's just for me. That might be just me sharpening my swords and stuff, you know? So I think we need to just remember that this was art and, you know, try to keep as much poison out of it as we can.
Absolutely. I got another quick question for you. Jimmy said, and this is a good one. He said, which wrestler would have gotten a pass to walk through QB and which one wouldn't?
New Jack would walk through QB
Straight up.
and probably move in. New Jack, who wouldn't probably Vince McMahon himself. He probably has no interest in ever coming to Queensbridge.
Old school Vince would have did it.
Where you going? Who you with?
Yeah.
You know him? Y'all know him? You don't know him? All right, you got to go, bro. You got to go. That's how it would be for Vince McMahon. Like, oh, you know him? You don't know him? Oh, you got to go.
You're like, yo, who is this dude? Like, you gotta show me, pal. I'm like, nah, you gotta go, homie.
Yeah.
You gotta get up off of this, man. You look too weird.
Absolutely. Well,
So
Brian,
look, look, I want to try something real quick because Mr. Everything always has a problem with the wrestlers that come on the show. We got this segment called Wrestling School. It's best damn promos, right? Cutting promos, almost like a rap battle, but just with spoken word. We gonna have your wrestling name be your name, Foul Monday. And I'm gonna have you go head to head in a promo battle with Mr. Everything. You can use rapping, you can use the words, you can use whatever. I'm gonna let him set the tone, set the pace, and I'm gonna let you finish him. After that. All right. So we're gonna try this. I'm gonna let him, Mr. Everything, you're gonna start. And then we're gonna go ahead and do it thing.
Let Foul go first. Let Foul go first.
All right.
Yeah.
Beautiful people, prepare yourself for best damn. Yeah.
Mr. Everything. My name is Foul Monday. The last day you will ever be relevant here or anywhere else. That's right. When you hear that name, you're going to remember the day that you saw these eyes and knew that Mr. Everything did not have everything under control.
Shut up!
I say that's not that.
Gunsling over this bitch. Oh man, that was a great one. Mr. Everything with Roosevelt. You got a response to that, sir?
Yes, I do. Since you want to come into my side of the things, I'm going to come over to your world. We all know that I don't rap and I act. But just like Bane did Batman, I'm going to break your back.
Oh.
You a rapper, which name sounds like Foul Monday. I'm going to take producer Plug-in and plug your nose on Sunday. You want to step in my world like you know what you're doing. What's that smell? Smell like you boo-booing. Again, I don't. All right, let me really get into it. All right. You come on the show and you're speaking the words of legends. You're speaking legendary, and you feel as though that the words that you have meaning. Now, in the world of rap, hip hop, and musicry, yes, your words have meaning. But when you step in the ring with Mr. Everything, it means nothing. You step in the ring with Roosevelt, none of it means anything. You had a hard life, a hard time getting to where you're at right now. You stand toe to toe with me. You lock eyes with me. Everything you ever done in your life will be erased. You become obsolete. And just to steal a page out of your book, everything you ever done will get delete.
Oh man, that was good. Hold up. I gotta let him respond because you cut a whole battle rap on him real quick. Respond to that battle rap. That promo was good, but you gotta respond to that battle rap, man. You can't let nobody put shoes and step on your carpet with dirt.
All right, let's see what I can do here. Mr. Everything. That was everything but good. If you step in the hood, you will leave in wood, meaning pine box. Yes, my lines drop right on top of your head like a pile driver drop. Oh, that almost didn't rhyme, but I don't care. It was still hard enough to rip off of your hair, right off of your scalp, right through your spine. I've lost my mind because I'm rapping online. I was going, but I killed it.
Nah, that was absolutely amazing. Hold up, Mr. Everything, don't give up your day job. Oh man. That was one for the ages, folks. That was one for the ages.
That was fun.
Awesome.
Absolutely. We're gonna have fun here.
That was fun.
Claps and taps.
Yeah. Producer Plug ain't want none of that action. That's why he had to drop off real quick.
Went to go clean his glasses.
Oh man. Well, listen, Foul Monday, man. What's next for you, my brother?
We gonna get this album rolling out, and then I'll get back to Foul Monday business. I'm definitely going to probably put out a solo album if I can get it out this year, because I've already started working on that. And we're just gonna keep the train rolling and see what we can do when we can do it. Like right now I'm wearing my boy Sid the Third from Slipknot's hat. We've been working together and putting some stuff together. So we'll see where that goes, man. We'll see where that goes.
Absolutely, man. And I know Producer Plug, he said he's working on some stuff right now. He got the Ghostface Killer album, Set the Tone, that he's working on. Also the MuddBrothers, This Is My House, damn it. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna support y'all however we can, bro. So double sharing, promoting it, pushing it out. Anything you promote and push out, we're gonna share on all our platforms, man. So that's awesome. And then I think Producer Plug got a self-titled album that's coming out as well. But I'm definitely looking forward to that MuddBrothers project that y'all got working on.
Yeah, it's gonna be something special. The Producer Plug family, we all came together and tried to make something special. So shout out Jimmy Age, shout out Big Boo, Kato, Prophet. It's too many, but y'all know who y'all is, man. Producer Plug Circle, man. Love all of y'all. Much love to all of y'all.
Oh man, where can the people find you?
Oh, you find me. I'm Found Monday everywhere. I don't really be on Facebook too much because Facebook is totally oppressive with my identity. So I left that alone.
Okay.
But I'm on Twitter, Foul Monday on Twitter, Foul Monday on IG, and everywhere else. I don't have a TikTok. I'm disgusted with TikTok. I don't have a Snapchat. I'm an old man. I don't know how to use it, so I don't have it. So so there I go. Foul Monday everywhere else though. You know.
Absolutely. And look, we like to do this thing at the end of our show where we give a word of motivation, something to help people get through their week. It's usually like a quote, something of inspiration. We call this the final word. So Foul Monday, if you got something on your heart, on your brain, and on your mind, sir, do you have a final word for your beautiful subjects?
Young men, leave these hoes alone, and young ladies, I don't know. Hold on, I could do better than that. I could do better than that, right? Yeah, I could do better than that. Wait a minute. Okay.
The first one was good though. Young fellas, leave your hoes alone. Get you a real woman.
Yeah, okay, we can run with that. But I don't want to leave the young ladies out.
Right.
And then I'm gonna give something to the young ladies, and then I'm gonna just give something to everybody. So, young ladies, pregnancy does not equate love. Don't believe them. And to the rest of the world, don't eat egg salad and ride the fucking bus.
Oh man, that was a good one. Who the hell eating egg salad? First of all, who the hell eating egg salad? Period. That's old school. You know what I'm saying? You see a young chick eating egg salad, run far away. run far away.
She might have an old last name like Bernice or some shit.
Yeah,
This is Bernice.
Yeah. Yeah. Gloria and shit. It's real. Yeah, man.
Listen. You met Ruth? I was like, I don't know. Ruth got to be 60 years old, ain't she?
Yeah, Ruth. She's 19 years old.
You ain't never met an 8-year-old Ruth.
Straight up.
A 9-year-old Ernestine. Hell no.
Old ass names. Oh man. Awesome. Mr. Everything, do you have a final word for your beautiful people?
Absolutely. I'm gonna take an old one. Before you point one finger at somebody else, realize there's 4 pointing back at you. You know what I'm saying? So don't put the blame on nobody else if you're not willing to step up your own shit and realize that you are in control of your own destiny. You're in control of your own narrative. A lot of people walk around and want to say, well, I'm not where I'm at because this person didn't give me opportunity, or this person tried to hold me back, or this one. Man, listen, there's ways to get where you want to be without depending on anybody else. That's why it's called free will. So use your free will to get where you want to be, and don't point your fingers at anybody because you got several fingers coming right back at you.
Absolutely. I love that. That is a final word from the one and only Roosevelt. And I've been calling Mr. Everything all show. You know, that's just Monica. Yeah. I'm trying to break out. Like Skip. Skip, come on, Skip. Oh man. I'm gonna do this final word. It comes from a Michael Render song, Killer Mike, called Run. And he had a line on that where Dave Chappelle said, "You're a leader. Lead." And every time I listen to that song, that particular part just stands out to me. You know what I'm saying? So if you have the ability for people to pay attention to you, if people flock to you naturally, if people hang on your words and they trust your words and who you are as a person, if you have the ability to lead, whether you're a leader in your industry, whether you're a leader in your own home, it's up to you to go ahead and lead the people that depend on Leadership is not something that you just volunteer for. It's something that you were chosen, whether people choose you or God chooses you. But if you are a leader, then lead. That's all I got to say. That's for the leaders out there. Everybody is a leader. But if you are a leader,
Excellent
then
word.
you know what I'm saying? And we talked about gatekeepers earlier in the hip hop. I think that if a lot more of these rappers that have all this influence was able to lead, then the community, the hip hop community, will be in a better state. That's all I got to say. That is a final word from your boy, Brian Renegade. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know, we need. You said it yourself. We need more gatekeepers and we need more leaders in our community. If you know what I'm saying, I think that if we had more men and more people step up, then things will be a little bit different. They're a little different in our communities. Dig it? That's it. You can find me at Brian Renegade on all platforms. Roosevelt, where can the people find you?
Yeah, so the Instagram has been changed. It's now Roosevelt Pro Wrestler, Pro Fighter, rather. You can find me on the TikTok, official _ Mr. Everything. Got to change that eventually. And then you already know, man, I'm out here winning belts. I got 5 titles right now. And I'm getting ready to compete for my 6th one on May 3rd down in South Carolina, man. I'm collecting belts out here, man. I'm tapping more sleep. You guys make sure you go and check out that one Iron Man match that we just had this past Sunday. Amazing event, to say the least, in terms of online. Man, Sean Cruz, shout out to him. He went in there and he gave it his all. He stood toe to toe with me for a good 60 minutes. So whoever won next, let me know. You know, you get 60 minutes, you can get 90, you can get 2 hours. I don't care. My energy don't stop. You get in the ring with me, you're gonna be in some trouble. So y'all already know Mr. Everything was Roosevelt. You got me calling me Mr. Everything. Thank you a lot, Brian. You got me calling myself Mr. Everything.
I'm sorry.
Roosevelt.
I'm sorry. You know, it's like a rap name. No rap name don't go away just because you changed it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I mean? Rap names I done had in my life.
Look,
Before I stopped rapping.
I'm gonna give me a writer and be Mr. Everything, the rapper.
There you go. There you go. Oh man. And if you want to follow us on social media, you can go over to our Instagram at the Best Damn Wrestling Podcast. We got a Facebook group. You can go over to that and chat with the fellow Best Damn Nation at the Best Damn Wrestling Podcast. We got a Facebook page where we put all of our content, the BD Wrestling Podcast. We got an X or Twitter, as it was formerly known, at Best Damn Crew. You can go over to our Twitch, the Best Damn Wrestling Podcast. We even got a TikTok, Best Damn Wrestling Crew. And go to our damn store and get you a damn shirt. www.bestdamnwrestlingstore.com. Damn it. Listen. Found Monday. I'm going to have you help me out with exiting the show. I'm going to say the best, and I want you to give me your best damn. You know what I'm saying? You can pull for Ron Simmons. I just need the word damn. That's it.
There we go.
You hit me with
the Ron Simmons going.
You hit me with it. You know what I'm saying? With Ron Simmons. All right. Beautiful people, we will see you next time. On the next best. That was a good one. That sounded just like Ron Simmons. Damn. Wrestling Podcast. Oh, man. Found Monday. You are a gentleman and a scholar, sir. You are welcome on the show at any time if you want to come pop your shit. You know what I'm saying? Talk some wrestling. If you got something to promote, you can come on the show and just kick it with us, bro. We appreciate having you here, man. It was an honor and a blessing to meet you, sir.
Thank you. Feeling is mutual. Thank you. To you, bro, Mr. Renegade, Mr. Roosevelt. It's been a pleasure, man. I appreciate everything.
Oh, man, we appreciate you, brother. Can't wait to hear the music coming out from you. And listen, you got some big things coming. And anytime people come this, I'm getting chills right now. So this is for you, Foul Monday. You got some big things coming for you this year, brother. Big things.
Yeah, man.
How you say it, Mr. Everything? Big things. Oh man.
Big ting, boy.
Yeah, there you go. My Jamaican is horrible, so I had to get him. Had to get him trying to help me out. Oh man. Beautiful people, we can't hold you no more. You can follow us on all of our platforms, wherever you get your podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio. If you're watching us on Facebook, YouTube, thank you. We're on Instagram, Twitch, Twitter. Wherever you get your podcast, you can listen to the boys at the Best Damn Wrestling Podcast. We can't hold you no longer. We bid you